Good morning, good evening, namaste, sat sri akal. This is your friend, guide and follower, Mahesh Kumar here. In today's topic, I will be talking to you all about that particular word that we use a lot of times, especially when we make decisions. Good decisions, bad decisions, super good decisions and super bad decisions sometimes. Guys, this is the word that which we use. I followed my gut feeling. So now let's see what is this gut feeling is all about. Okay, welcome back. Right. So now let me put it this way. Your heart tells you to do something and your brain tells, no, don't do it. And again, your heart says, no, it's good to do this one. And your brain says again, no, don't touch it. I mean, this is not going to help you. This is the place when you are in a kind of fix, when you are in a kind of stalemate, then who is the one you depend upon? It's your gut feeling. But your gut says, hey, go for it. This is going to give you something positiveness. Go for it. This is going to get you some result. Go for it. This is going to bring you something negative sometimes. They say, don't go for it. The gut says sometimes, hey, you know what? Don't do this, because this is not going to help you at all. You'll get into trouble. Guys, this is the feeling that you, me, everyone for that matter, Bill Gates, everyone in the world, the world's richest man, Bezos or anyone should be getting this same kind of feeling, gut feeling. Okay, now let's see what is this gut feeling all about. In human psychology, the decision making is described as that particular point where you had to cross a bridge crossing point, like where you had to make a decision or where you had to go ahead with one particular statement that you say to your life and stick to it and get on with it. This is a decision in the world of the human psychology in brief. But what will happen is, to make this decision, you need to have a lot of contemporary measures to arrive at a good decision. What are those things? What are the pros and cons? What exactly you are working on? Your experience with the particular topic that which you are working on, and what is your experience saying from the previous experience, saying the past experience? What kind of lesson it taught when you made any decision like this? What are your friends, peers, and and family and other people's experiences, particularly with those people who had this particular situation where they had to make a decision on that particular issue. The final thing is like a generalized view, the world view I call it, as like how the world sees when we make this decision, how the world reacts when we make this decision, how we can fit into the world when we make that particular kind of decision. So this is the general, the structure, this is a flow chart of the particular word called as a decision making. But like I said, all of us will be in a kind of fix when we make some decisions, whether to go for this or whether to go for this or not, whether we have to take up this one or we should not take it up, things like that. But this is a place where I said the gut will come into picture and gives us a clear picture to go ahead and things like that. Now guys, let me tell you what will happen if you make bad decisions and what will happen if you make good decisions. First, let us start with good decision. If you make good decisions, no matter whether they what is the great expected result on them, no matter if you get one small result, 1%, 5.5% result also, psychologically it is proven in so many studies across the world that you will be very happy about the decisions that you made and the outcome that they give. If they give 100% outcome, you're super happy, and if they give more than 100% happy, 100% outcome, or your happiness has got no bar, the happiness has got no limits in that. But if it give even 0.1, 0.5, 1% return also, you won't regret. You feel that, hey, I at least tried, and the result was not as expected, but I still did it. This is where when a decision go right. When a decision go wrong, the psychological experiments across the world have proved that the first and foremost thing that will set in you is frustration. Hey, why did I take this decision? I wouldn't have made this. I would have consulted them. Wow, I would have looked at the lessons learned and things like that. But the psychology of a failed decision is very, 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 very peculiar. It is always associated with negativity. There is a lot of 90% of the times it is associated with negativity. Only in the 10% situation, those people with extreme determination, motivation, and go get kind of personality, they never regret on a decision that they took at the right time, wrong time, and if it got a bad result also. What they do is they build upon it and they try and learn a lesson from it, and they will make a list of the pitfalls and they try not to repeat it again, and they apply it in every part of their life as a reference frame and see that whether they are in the right path or not. Okay, friends, now so these are the two pros and cons of decision making. Now let us see what is this heart and brain all about. Most of the time, whenever we see across something, our heart always beats positively towards it, which we like, or if we don't like something, it will go negatively. And what will happen is the heart keeps on saying that, hey, do this, don't do this. This is a feeling, and this is carried out in milli microseconds to the brain, and it gets processed in the brain, and the brain gives an answer to whether to go ahead or not. Like the people, this is the point where the decision making comes into place, and decisive people and indecisive people and the people who are hanging in the air, this kind of classification is obtained upon basing on the people. Now this is a spot where we go few inches down and we make a decision basing on our gut feeling. Yes, gut feeling. Yep, this is what now I will explain you. All the decisions made basing on the gut feeling didn't go wrong in the world, or didn't go right in the world. For that matter, the super top achievers in the world, the people who established Tata in India, or the Reliance companies in India, or if you look at the people who established great companies like Amazon, or for that matter Virgin Atlantic and Virgin in Britain, and people like this, for the people like Microsoft, Bill Gates, or Steve Jobs of Apple, Google, blah blah blah, and all these big people. Most of them, they say that they followed what their gut said. Yes, they always said we followed our gut feeling. And if it worked for them, why it can't work for us? Yes, it will work for us. The only thing is, when your gut feeling is to do something, and if you take up to do something, and if you don't service to the task that which you chose by virtue of your gut, and if you keep on if you keep on procrastinating on it, then the results will be bad. So that's why the most important thing here is, if you attach motivation to your gut feeling, if you attach determination to get the things to your gut feeling, if you attach that uncompromisable kind of uncompromising kind of situation, where you will go for it, you will get it done, yes, I'm going to do it kind of attitude, then every decision that you make basing on your gut feeling is going to give you a great result. Friends, so pay attention to this now. Please note these 10 important points. Decision making is the most important thing in life. And point number 2, good decisions, bad decisions are not made on spot. They should be analyzed before making the decisions. Point number 3, a decision making process should be duly vetted and also compared and referenced with experience, with friends and also family members, and generalized decisions across the world. Number 4, if you make a good decision, the outcome will be good in it, and you are very happy. So, and you need to build on it and get it better more and more. Number 5 is a bad decision. If you lose on the decision that you make and it didn't work for you in written, not to worry, don't lose your heart. Just see and learn the lessons from it and see to that you are achieving them properly in the next time if you're making great decisions. Number 6, the most important thing, if your brain and the heart are not balanced in making a good decision, take the gut feeling. follow what your gut says and reach the spot like where your gut takes you. Number 7, when you make a decision basing on your gut feeling, you have to be really determined, because you are responsible for that decision that you made. You are sometimes those Number 8, you have to remember that the decisions made on the gut feeling are not only sometimes attached only with you, but they have so many other attachments, unseen attachments. Sometimes maybe family, wife, children, spouse, your husband, or for that matter your work, your job, your career, your profession, and everything. So you have to be duly vetted, and you have to be extremely careful with the determination. Number 9, whenever you make a gut feeling decision basing on the gut feeling, after everything, if you make a good out of it, well done. If you make bad, then don't worry again. Don't get negative about it, and be positive and try and build it up. Last and final, number 10, decision making is the most crucial thing in life. Friends, remember, the decisions that you make on the time, on that particular situation, on that particular cause, on that particular on that particular issue will direct, and it will dictate, and it will put your life in one particular path that you have to be extremely careful about those decisions that you make. Thank you so much, my friends. I hope this few minutes of this podcast are helpful for you, and they will work as a strong coffee and get you to the places where you want to go. Okay, thank you. Have a wonderful day. This is your friend signing off from today's podcast. Mahesh Kumar here. It is okay with MK.